Good morning. Let's go. All right. Last time on Satisfactory, we built a launch tower. Where's the launch tower? There it is. Yeah. And we found some oil sources. And, we'll start the morning off. So I think last time we concluded by putting some hard drives into research. So let's take a look at one of those. This is interesting. Good morning, Mastazah. So hard drive research is complete. Enriched coal, which I assume has higher energy density than coal. That's interesting. It's kind of annoying that it has the exact same icon, but you know, maybe that's just early access, temporary art assets. I'm more interested in this heavy modular frame business because the existing recipe for heavy modular frame is somewhere. Requires screws, which can be kind of annoying to move around. Basically, it requires so many screws that, like, also requires encased industrial beam. Five encased industrial beam to make one, and 90 screws to make one. Whereas this requires concrete, which, like, extra concrete, because encased industrial beam also requires concrete. But so the previous recipe was five encased industrial beam for one heavy modular frame. So this is sort of assumes that you have a lot of concrete and relatively less iron. And another Nobelisk recipe. This is not interesting to me. I'm gonna go with this heavy modular frame recipe, which I presumably have to go research. And in the meantime, I have another hard drive that I can research. Let's put that in. Yeah, we can do this. We can just do this with materials on hand, I think. Yeah. Okay. All right. Great. Cool. It's also going to be convenient for manual crafting of heavy modular frames because I tend to have concrete around. I don't tend to just carry screws around. All right. Today's objective. Now that we are making oil, and off screen I manually crafted a bunch of computers, so I think I have the parts necessary to do this expanded power infrastructure milestone, which will get us Mark IV conveyor belts, and that's important. So let's just do that now. Maybe it's this one? Yeah, this box has the relevant parts that I just made all that stuff manually off stream just because I really want the faster conveyor belts.
Milestone reached. The fuel generator will match power generation to the increased consumption of recently acquired technologies and buildings. Additionally, improved conveyor belts can now be constructed.
So I was kind of thinking about the future of the factory here, and things are frankly getting pretty complicated. Maybe I should also describe some of the other things that I did off stream. I did some other stuff off stream. I made a constructor to make screws, and also a constructor to make rotors. And I built this over here, which is kind of deliberately trashy looking. This is a little production line to make ammunition. So the final result of this assembler here is the cartridges for the rifle, because manually crafting cartridges was getting tedious. It requires an obelisk and steel pipe, so there's just like a steel pipe feed. And then these manufacturers, this one is making an obelisk, but an obelisk requires beacons, so that one over there is making beacons. The components of beacons are very basic, but it requires 4 different components. So that's, copper wire and cable and iron rod and iron plate. So it's like this deliberately complex recipe that you need some of, but not a huge amount of. Anyway, the reason for that will become clear pretty soon. So anyway, I was wanting to centralize, build a more centralized factory than what we have now, because we have this facility over here. It's making basic iron parts, and then we also off-stream modernized copper production, because previously I had one copper smelter that was feeding into 2 constructors, one of them making cable, and then the other one making wire for the entire factory. All copper production previously was running off of copper wire production was running off of one constructor, and that was a little bit silly. So I built a more modern production line. So now we have 7 constructors making copper wire, which is much better. Anyway, oops, uh-oh. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so there's steel production over there, and there's advanced iron components over there, and basically I have a vision of a more centralized factory, but what I want is to build it in a location, if you can look at the map. So oil is over here, and there's normal resources around here, but then there's quartz is up north in this sort of area. Let's do a quartz scan. Oops. I think it's going to be in this direction. Yeah. And I think there's some more. Okay. Right. And I'm pretty sure that I'm sort of in the southwest corner of the map. I'm definitely in the southern corner of the map. Okay. Oh, and then there's yes, okay. That's fine. And so I'm interested, if I want to build a centralized factory, I want it to be a little more centrally located on the map. So, and I have some other criteria, Anyway, I want a large flat space, which this would do, but I feel like this is... First of all, it's not very close to the oil, and second of all, it's not very close to quartz. It is sort of close to Caterium, which is nice, but I view Caterium as kind of a secondary kind of resource. So basically, I want to go exploring for a more northerly location where I might start building a more centralized factory. Because, I mean, the other thing that's kind of starting to annoy me is the profusion of storage boxes in arbitrary locations, which is a problem I can fix, but it's kind of annoying. Because, like, I have like steel pipes here, copper wire here, other stuff down by the space elevator, and I can move the hub in the space elevator. Like, I'm allowed to just pick up the hub. I think. Yeah, you get that weird box at the top left of that list. It's like hub parts. This is funny. Anyway, so now that I have Mark IV conveyor belts, which just requires encased steel beam, I can fling myself with with greater efficiency off of the launch tower. So my plan for now is to prepare to go on extended safari somewhere to the north. I have a specific goal in mind, but I'll explain that in a minute. And look for a good site for a potential new factory. So to prepare to go on extended safari, I want to put away a lot of the stuff I have. And I also built this box just to hold garbage. Let's see here. I think I'm only going to need like one stack of reinforced iron plates. Not nearly as many steel beams. Let's just say one stack of steel beams. I'm going to say 2 stacks each of iron plates and iron rods, no modular frames, no reinforced iron plates or steel pipes. I'm going to want some concrete for building ramps with. I don't plan on building like a long pathway like I did back when I went over to get the oil. I think my plan is to like go north and then make myself walk all the way back, which will be a long time on safari, but and maybe what I should do is go over there and build like a vehicle, but I don't want to do that. That involves carrying around fuel. And also the other thing is that like the Explorer requires crystal oscillators, which I actually can't build yet because I don't have enough quartz. So in the future, quartz will be important. One of the things we learned last time was that the rifle's not actually very powerful per shot, so one of the things, I'm going to start out carrying a lot of ammunition. We currently have about 140. Let's start with like 500. So that's, well, okay. One row is 450. Okay, so 1, 2, 300, 400, 500. Okay, all right. That's good. And then let's see what else I'm gonna want. Oh, I should probably bring. So I currently have a full complement of parachutes. For healing, I have a decent number of medicinal inhalers. That was a little much. You know what? This is a little bit goofy, but I'm going to build. I've often been having problems like running into, just trying to get up on this platform, running into the sides, so I can use this new low ramp. can still run into the corners. Not as easily. Okay. I probably want to bring some Nobelisks and the detonator in case I run into things that need to be blown up. And then let's just bring barrel nuts. So normal food will be barrel nuts. I mean, I'll pick up whatever else I find. Okay, and then a few more stacks of concrete. Yeah. Kind of want to have a little more Nobelisks than what I currently have. Also, I think I probably want. Do I have any? Am I carrying any beacons at all? Yes, I have 3. Okay. Let's make some more Nobelisks. Which requires black powder and steel pipes. Okay. Go up to there. So I'll have to adjust the my iron here. Anyway, I think I want like 10 Nobelisks or so, which I may not use it at all, but I want to have some available. Okay. That done. We can put that away. And put away steel pipe and go refill on iron plates and iron rods. I think I actually probably want a little more copper wire than just 70. 70 is not very much. I don't know exactly what I would use copper wire for, but... Okay, I'm gonna just save the game and, and then, just noticed OBS was reporting it's somewhat slow, poor output. Anyway, okay, so then head over to the launch tower. So I actually did have an objective in mind, which is over in that direction there are some tall pink trees, which hopefully as I get closer to them it'll actually draw some. There's like the weird balloon trees, but those aren't super notable. Okay, I built a ladder up the side of the launch tower, so that I now have an alternative for climbing up there. I can do it. I can do it like this. It's only a little bit faster than taking the ramp, so I'm going to take the ramp for this time because there are some things that I want to point out on the way up. The problem with taking the ladder is that you can't look at anything. You're just looking straight up the launch tower the whole time. So, if you're okay with that. Okay, there's the pink trees. I want to launch towards the pink trees, which means almost basically due north, maybe northwest. Because those things seem interesting. And I mean, I basically want to go north anyway. It's hard to know if I'm in the southwest or southeast, or, you know. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm at the south end of the map, but I'm not sure where I am besides that. But I'm optimistic that the Mark IV conveyor belts will give us a lot of velocity off of the launch tower, so we should go pretty far. And my objective is to basically go as far as I can, although once I get closer to the ground, if I see something either tall or otherwise interesting that I want to land on, I will try to avoid flying into an abyss, and I will, for the most part, just go as far as I can until I see something that I want to land on. I'm guessing now I can still see a couple of the pink trees, so. And I may be missing some things that I wish I had, but in terms of safari preparation, but okay, because up here it's foggy enough that you cannot see much. I'm going to anyway, and the direction I want to go is like that direction, so I'm going to have to build a new belt. Let's just reclaim these. Okay, so I'm going to say that the conveyor belt will probably start around here and go that way, so. How do we feel about that direction? Yeah, sure. So there's an abyss right here. I expect that I should be able to fly over the abyss, because the launch tower, when I was heading over to the oil area, it was going to take me way past here, so I can definitely go this far. And anyway, so let's, well, I could put Mark IV conveyor belt on my quick bar, but it's going to be a little while before I actually need to build a lot of it, so I'm just going to do that manually. So if we compare the appearance of Mark IV conveyor belt, it has higher, thicker walls than the Mark III conveyor belt, and also the Mark III conveyor belt seems to have a surface of mostly rubber or plastic or something, and this is like a riveted surface. But in any case, we want parachute. And here we go. Okay, I don't know if I got a very good jump there, but all right. So there are, yes, as we get closer to it, we can see that there's a large forest of pink trees. Okay. So this is an interesting area. So there's pink trees and sort of balloon things. There's a feature over there with a lot of weird stone arches. And then there's a large crater lake network. You know what, let's try to land on here. Oh. Yeah, that's a lot of poison gas. I might not hang around for long. Whoa. Let's check this pod. What do they want? 2 quartz crystals, okay. I'm just gonna go this way. Okay. I kind of want to get into a relatively safe location and then look at the map. Okay. All right. Well, I'm not under attack right this second, so yeah, let's check the map. Okay. Yeah. So So I don't know how well it shows up on stream. You can, this map kind of has a topo map feature functionality. So if I'm looking for a flat area, like this is obviously a steep slope, so that's not a flat area, for example. If we look back at the base, this area here is sort of a large flat. I mean, it's not perfectly flat. It has like rocks. Like this is the poison gas area, and then there are some other features. Like this is relatively flat. So if we're looking for flat areas over here, there aren't a lot actually. I mean, well, we'll see. We'll be exploring some, but here we are. I think I might go over here and see if I can look out that way. So this means heading north a bit. And now that we're off the parachute, oh, there's a bird. Hello, bird. I guess that's a bird. Anyway. Oh, right, I'm not doing a very good job of going north. Oh. One thing I don't have is the gas mask. So, I have to be a little bit cautious about... Oh boy. Okay, so... Oh. Let's see. Is it giving me, okay, it is giving me visibility to over that area. Now, I'm going to part the curtain a little bit and reveal that my offline game is actually based over in that direction. So one of the reasons I didn't want to fly too far and was that, like, this geography is way higher than the area over there. And I'm already pretty familiar with the area over in this direction here. And hey, this is a pretty decent natural ramp that I think I can... there's a heavy spitter over there, but I don't really need to get into a fight right this second. So I definitely could go that direction, but I kind of already have a game that is in that direction, so I don't really want to do that. I'm going to keep things fresh. So that's a bunch of poison gas guarding a summer sloop. That's not very interesting. Okay, let's see if I can get back up. So I think this ramp didn't drop me down too permanently. Alright. Okay, let's try to explore this area. This looks like a big flat space, but I don't know exactly how flat it is. So let's try to head kind of southeast. Which might involve... Oh, let's Alright. So I kind of want to go this way, but I don't want to... That seems to be heading into a lower area, but it doesn't seem very long, so let's go see what we have here. Oh boy, strange alien metal. Oh. This is an interesting location. We have either mushrooms or strange stalactites. There's a purple power slug, and let's see, and tall bushes that make it. Oh boy. Let's try to get someplace with a little more visibility. Yoink. Okay, I killed one of them. I believe there's another one, though. Weren't there two of them? I don't believe I killed both of them. Maybe there was just the one. I don't know. The medium spitters are a little weird because their projectiles, like, splash around a lot. Oh, this is incredibly goofy, but I can, I think I can get up there if I just place a foundation. Okay. Where am I now? Okay, so this is like a little tunnel that leads to the edge of the plateau again. Oop. There's a light spitter, okay. Okay. And some bauxite. Let's harvest this bauxite. I don't think I have any bauxite yet. So bauxite is aluminum ore. And the existence of bauxite in the game means that there's aluminum in the game. Alright. This is an interesting biome. I don't know if it's misty all the time, but there seem to be some stone bridges over there. I'm somehow above this manta, so anyway, let's try to get back on track. Oh, the other medium spitter is back, I guess. Now it's dead. Alright, and again, the goal is to be eventually going... Oh, there's a summer sloop in there, okay. How's my inventory doing? Pretty decent, okay. I think it might be time to run through some poison gas. I want to go this way. Okay. Because I kind of, yeah, like I said, I want to get over there, which that might be a bit of a challenge. Well, we'll see. The game considers these to be flowers. That's interesting. This is a fairly broad location. Where am I now? Actually, yeah, let's head west. There's these things which are, I think the game calls those little pink creatures lizard doggos. But anyway, whoa, I hear somebody. Hello. Oh. Oh, another one. Somewhere. Away you go. All right. Okay, so now if I head northwest, should reveal a bit more of this meadow here. Hey, you. There's a crashed pod over there. Let's check that out. I expect to find some crashed pods, but also not be able to open them. Like, there was that one on the plateau that required, like, crystal shards. Anybody else guarding this thing? Yeah, there's some computers. Do I want to be carrying around computers? I don't know. I'm going to say no, because I have access to plastic now. This one needs 50 megawatts. Yeah, good luck. Okay, so that'll be a little while before I can do that. Okay. So this is a pretty big flat spot. This is interesting. Why is the map not revealed here? I'm definitely here. There's nothing above me. Previously, I thought the map would only reveal if you got to the highest location. Does that mean there's, like, map below me? This is very unusual. Does it want me to look this way? Nope. That's weird. Does it think I won't reveal it until I get up there? I mean, it looks like I probably can do that. Okay, yeah, it wanted me to get up here before it revealed this part of the map. That's goofy, but understandable. Oh boy. Now, the question is with how much patience I have for platforming. Also, that rock doesn't actually exist. Nope. I'm willing to try this a few more times. Okay. Alright, I've lost patience with that. In any case, it revealed enough of the map that that's enough for me. Now we can see out over this area some more. Alright, so, oh hey, a coal deposit. Wow. Amazing. So, oh, Whoa. Hey, kids. I hear another one. This one? Yeah, you. There are yet others. I thought I could hear another hog. There it is. Okay. All right. Wait, is that another coal deposit? This is a lot of coal, if that's true. Yes. 2 pure coal deposits. Jeez. That's something. Okay, so if we're thinking about places to put a new factory, this certainly is a large, wide open space. One of the other criteria of placing a new factory is that it have access to resources, like baseline. It's very difficult to build a factory if all of your iron and other stuff is super far away. So, what I'm going to do now is pick a fairly central location in this open area and do some resource scans. And let's see here. Yeah. I'm actually also going to log the nearest locations of. So let's see. Actually, if we head a little bit northwest, so this is fairly central. Let's throw down a beacon. Where are the beacons at? There they are. And let's just call this Crater Meadow. So I'm going to make some notes here, which is not great television, but that's okay. Alright, let's just start with an iron scan. Okay, so it looks like... Whoa. Okay. So... I'm going to note that that's like about 800 meters. And there are 3 sources, but they're all down the cliff, so... Which is not a huge problem necessarily, because if I'm over here... then I can build pathways, but it is something to note. Okay, oops. Next is copper. You don't need as much copper as you do iron, but okay, so again about 800 meters near iron. So I think these deposits are probably intended to be like player start locations, because they would give you iron and copper nearby. Coal we already kind of know, but let's just confirm. Yeah. So coal is like about 350 meters, and it's on in meadow, because it's just like at the edge of the meadow over here. And then limestone will also be important, because we need a lot of concrete. Okay. So about 650 meters, 600-ish meters. And where is it? All off, okay. Also down cliff. So clearly, like, there's these 3 locations that have iron and copper and limestone that are intended to be, like, player start locations. And if that's the nearest limestone, then, like, building concrete locally will be a bit of a pain. But let's keep going. Let's see here. Let's see if there's any oil sources nearby. So like 1.4 kilometers, whoa. So even this one's about 1.5 kilometers away. It was around here, and I was also thinking about checking out this location here, which would be much closer to the oil, so that's something worth considering. And what's next? I guess quartz. What is that? 800 meters. And 1200, and let's see, so the nearest one is about 800 meters north, which I'd be going in that direction anyway to get copper, probably. But there's also this one down here, which, to the south, that's about 1.2 kilometers. And then sulfur, which is, I don't know how important sulfur will be, but okay, this is actually pretty close by. About 450 meters it's on the plateau, so that's fine. It might be, it's hard to tell if it's like up there. It's probably somewhere, I didn't see it when I was poking around here, so it's probably up on like a medium level, because I walked through sort of a tunnel kind of going this way, but there was a lot of stuff happening above me. And then finally Caterium, you want to know if there's any Caterium anywhere. I expect I don't need a lot, but I'm going to need some. Okay. And so Caterium is about 400 and something meters near sulfur. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, that's pretty much everything that I have to scan, right? Yeah. Yeah, whatever. I'm going to head over to here and repeat these scans. it would be kind of like this area is already closer to my main base. Like building building a causeway or a bridge or something like this from here to here would be, well, it would be longer than from here to here, but anyway. So now it's time to head southeast. In order to do that, I'm going to have to, this looks like a, well, let's just get there. Alright. I might need to get over, like, these mesas here. I probably should be not engaging random enemies just to conserve ammunition. Okay, so now I'm here, and I should, it looks like maybe there might be, so if I head this way, there's just like a sheer cliff into the water, so that's definitely not going to be the way up. Unless I can go all the way around, but it looks like probably somewhere in here I can ramp my way up instead of having to like build concrete ramps. Hey buddy. Okay, fine. Where's your... There it is. Okay. Whoa. This limestone didn't quite get anchored correctly. That's, not super real. Oh, hello. This spitter's a little unclear on the concept. Sorry about that. And now, let's see. Yeah, this definitely looks like I want to get through here, and now I'm... Wait a minute. Can I just, like, hop over this? Maybe that would be impassable if I didn't have the blade runners. Let's just assume that's how that works. No, because, like, in this direction... Well, maybe. I could... Well, anyway. Blade runners make that trivial if that was not the objective. In any case. Although I am curious if there's any treasure in there, but there almost certainly is not. But yeah, these are cracked boulders, so I can definitely explode this. Let's just do it for giggles. Okay. So now we have a clearer path. I hear an aminal. But now that we're here, we kind of want to go mostly east. And there's some toxic gas, which I think we can probably skirt around. Now we're heading solidly into the giant pink tree area, which is interesting. The world design here is pretty cool, I must say. It has a lot of variety. Yeah. It's like pink bamboo, I guess. Wow. Can I chainsaw the bamboo? Yes. Got 142 wood for doing that. Just cleared out a pretty wide area. Well, anyway. It's a good thing I have a compass, or else it'd be very easy to get lost in the bamboo. Oop, that bit of lag there. Don't mind that. This water texture's not doing too hot. Yep, more toxic gas. We can get around that. I've also been seeing these, what is this? Is this stuff dangerous? These yellow fungal structures? I think these are just fungus. Like, whoa. Oh, it's a spider. Whoa. Oh man, I've found a lot of trouble. Please hold while I fight enemies. Seems they also get confused by trees, and that's good. Let's see here. Ouch. There we go, okay. Still have the spiders to deal with. Hold on. Animals are weak to geometry. Yes, and the geometry, oh, I see the spider off there in the distance. I think I do want to deal with them. Oh, there's two of them there, stuck on trees. You know what? Maybe they're doing okay over there. Oh, meat spitter. I'm through about half of my ammunition, and I think I'm doing okay. Alright, ragdolls. So now I should be heading mostly south. That is a lot of poison gas. So not great. Here's a question. Can I chainsaw this stuff? No. What if I chainsaw something nearby? Nope. Nope. Okay, so these things are permanent features. Alright, now if we head a little bit east, we'll be roughly in the middle of this area. Let's say this rock. This is probably a limestone rock. I bet if I chainsaw this, we'll get a bunch of limestone. Let's see. Nope. That's fine. Inventory is full of stuff, but I can throw away things like flower petals, so it's fine. Can I... This is not geometry, but it's... This rock has sides but no top, I think, is... I'm irritated by this. Or... maybe I should just get on with it. But... I did it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna throw down a beacon here and do some more scanning. So this is like beacons are here. Pink bamboo forest. It fits, okay. In fact, let's just make it pink. There. All right. So, here at the pink bamboo forest, so, let's see here. Iron, copper, limestone. The nearest is like 1,100 meters. Whoa. So if these two locations over here are also possibly starting locations, I might head in this direction and see if there's a flat spot near here. But let's keep scanning. Oops. I guess the other thing I could do is check the tapes and like make a permanent map with resource locations. That might be feasible later if I'm willing to spend time looking at VODs. Yeah, about 1,100 meters again. Like northeast and northeast. Yep. Yeah, so like this area here, which is kind of, that's pretty much actually just northeast. And then limestone. Alright, so really like about 700 meters east. Okay. Oh wow, there's a heavy spitter over there, but it's not bothering me, so fine. Now coal. Wow, coal's pretty close by. Wow, okay, so like 350 meters-ish. And oil. I feel like there was an oil deposit somewhat closer here. Yeah. Which, I don't know if I can run a whole facility on just one oil deposit. So I'm going to indicate that as small. And maybe I might go check it out and see how many oil deposits it actually is. The stuff that's 2 kilometers away is really far. Like, these things are almost as far as this one here that I already have developed a little bit. What's next? Sulfur and quartz. Alright, so about 950 meters in various directions. Yeah, it's the same, yeah. About 950 meters on plateau, pretty much. And then quartz. We should be pretty close to some quartz to the south. Maybe southwest? I don't know. Actually, probably just southeast. Probably pretty close, about a kilometer. Okay. Yeah. And finally, Caterium. So there are at least 2 types of resources that I can't scan for yet, being uranium and bauxite. It would be nice if I could scan for those, but I can't. Okay, so about a kilometer that way, and then... yeah. It's like northwest and southeast. Okay. Let's head over... Actually, another option I could do. So I could walk back. I think what I'm going to actually do is get back to the launch tower. Hopefully I can do that in a relatively timely fashion. And launch, like, this way. Because there were some basic resources over here that I might be interested in checking out. Okay. Now we want to head pretty much straight south and relatively quickly. I'll check out like crashed pods and stuff, but I don't really care about like power slugs and other things. And for being... oh. Can I just run away from you? For being ostensibly flat, this area is not actually very flat, which is not a big problem. It mostly is just like gentle rolling hills, which is actually okay. Oh, geez, spiders. I don't really want to play with spiders. There's a power slug there, but if I go over there, it won't be easy for me to climb out. How we doing? Yeah. Okay, so we kind of want to... That's an abyss that we have to get by. So we kind of want to... thread the needle here a little bit. Okay, let's just chainsaw our way through this one. Whoa. Okay. That was weird. Oh, goodness. Are they giving chase? Let's not stick around and fight. Oh, that's the abyss. So we want to head that way. That's going to be hard. Well. Yeah, okay. Nope. I am definitely being pursued by spiders, but... I could build a ramp up there, but I can't just go south, unfortunately. Maybe I could if I built a ramp. Would that be faster than... So alternatively, I could skirt around here and then drop down and then walk through here. Because I think... hello? Yeah. Let's try to do that. So that means going northeast a little ways. Can I solve this with a chainsaw? No, these trees are too tough. Okay. Can I, like, Elder Scrolls this? Yes. Okay, great. That's a lake. I want to head this way. I think it's time for ramps. Okay. That was a little bit optimistic. Alright, this is definitely where I want to be. I also want to avoid being knocked off into the lake. That's not what I want. Yes, there's a bunch of spitters guarding a power slug, but I don't care about that. And now there's a poison gas zone, but again, I can just run through this. Yes. Take care to avoid the abysses. Oh, hey, there's like a big copper deposit down there. And what looks like probably limestone also. Anyway, I think once I land here, I can just walk back to the launch tower. Although I might make a stop at the base to drop off some of my stuff. Oop. And maybe get more ammunition. Yeah, that seems like a good plan. Let's see. Yeah, because I can just run straight up this floodplain, and I'll eventually get to the space elevator. That's already harvested. Okay. Alright, so if we consider our inventory, I have a lot of stuff. A lot of it's biomass, which I could just throw away, and probably should, but let's keep the good stuff. Alright. So let's throw away the flower petals, keep the wood. And the leaves, mycelia goes over here. Yeah, only need, let's see, yeah, only need like, I'm gonna put away half of these barrel nuts. I'm sure I'll pick up more mushrooms and pale berries, but whatever. Bauxite. Bauxite can go in here, I guess. And summer sloops and power slugs in there. We also have a hard drive to research, so. Alright. So now we have some new blueprints. I think. So we have alternate for making screw. Hold on, my throat's getting rough. I have to drink some water. All right. Making screws from iron ingots, which is interesting. Making encased industrial beams from steel pipes instead of from concrete. This would have the benefit that we're going to be using a lot of encased industrial beams to make conveyor belts. So having a more efficient way of making encased industrial beams is good. And then reinforced iron plates from basically the same recipe, just more efficient. Because if you look at the current recipe for encased industrial beams, it's four steel beams and 5 concrete for 1, whereas this is 3 from 10 and 18. I think I'm still going to go for this because this is a little bit more efficient. This is also 6 per minute, whereas the existing one is Uh, 4 per minute. So let's go with this. I don't think I have anything to research right now because I didn't pick up any hard drives, and I can't like just research bauxite apparently. Yeah, we can just do this. I think I have some steel beams hanging out over here. Yeah, and then screws. I think I have some screws. Well, I have more screws over here. Alright. That done, I'm going to put away some of that stuff. Okay. Alright. The other thing we're going to do is pick up more ammunition, so let's just go do that. At some point I'll have to restock the production line that's making ammunition, because it's supplied manually, but in the meantime I don't really care. So I currently have 250, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, that should be enough ammunition. Yep. Alright. Probably should drop off my alien parts. I'll probably be picking up some more, but that's not a big deal. Alright, let's get going. So I think I've got enough time to start another expedition out. I may not have time to get back, but we'll just see how it goes. And again, our objective is because like of the 2 sites that we just checked out, the Crater Meadow was very large and open and had abundant access to coal, and that was good, but it did not have very good access to iron. That's not great. Let's actually take the ladder this time. This is some real snake eater ladder business. Also, this is like instant vertigo because you're looking straight up, but as you're climbing it, at least for me anyway, as I look at it, like, my brain starts being a little uncertain as to whether I'm actually going up or down. So, I think it's partially because if you're looking straight at the sky, you can't see the ground, so you have no frame of reference for which direction up or down is. But in any case, can I look at the map while I do this? Yes, I can. Wow. Great. Right. So I'm going to head off north and maybe a little bit east. Yeah, so the bamboo forest was... I think the most basic resources were a little bit easier to come by, but only a little bit. So certainly being in the bamboo forest would involve a lot more chainsaws, so I know what Mastazot wants, but also the ground around the bamboo forest was a lot of rolling hills and like creeks and stuff, which may be good and may not. It's hard to say. Oh, the cats are a little bit bored and they're playing with a cardboard tube. Alright, almost up. Yeah, yeah. Master says this is such a trippy visual. Yeah, it's really weird. Okay, so we want to re-aim the thing so it's pointing like that way. So let's collect this and this and place the conveyor pole like there. And relocate this one to be like there. So for here, heading that way, how do we think of that direction? I think we want to go a little bit further to the east. Because I want to say that the iron and copper and stuff are over here. I mean, there's also some way over there, but that's not what I'm interested in. So like there. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. So, put your parachutes on, and let's go. So I think the deal is you cannot chainsaw the really tall pink trees. You can chainsaw the lower growing pink bamboo. Those are some odd structures. Also a bit of lag, no problem. So now we're into like arch forest kind of business. These are strange blue trees. Let's aim for over here. There's a crashed pod over there. This area seems to have a lot of promise. Can I land on this power slug here? Is that too optimistic? Got it. All right, let's look around here. So besides this arch, this is a very large open flat area. And I'm tempted to try to ride this elephant. Let's see if I can do this. Boing. Boing. Can't ride the elephant. The elephant's made of rubber. This is amazing. Wow. I think the elephant has like positive elasticity. Oh, that's not a very technical explanation. No, it's not quite positive elasticity. Okay. Enough horsing around. We've learned an important fact about elephants. Okay. I'm gonna do a bit of scouting around and then do some scanning. But I want to get a better sense for what the terrain is like around here. By which I mean like go out to the edges and look over. So there's crabs, trees, whoa. I heard of something. Okay. Somebody's not done, apparently. Where's your carapace? There it is, okay. Alright. Alright, and then there's this area over here, which is also large and flat, but looks out over that away. There's a limestone deposit here, that's useful. Crashed pod over there. Hey, like, those look like geothermal pools, or they might just be hot because they're in the desert, but in any case. This, yeah, it's strange alien metal. I do not care about that. Okay. Then we're back into the grassy area. Whoa. Alright, let's get back over here. Yep. This is a lot of toxic gas. I don't know what's in there though. Is that anything? Nope. Let's try to head a bit northwest. This way. Or just west. That coal. Yes, okay. Alright, I think we're getting a pretty good sense of the area around here. It's very jungly. This is not a limestone deposit, even though it looks a lot like one. Really? That's kind of weird. A slot canyon. Let's do a quick check over here. Alright, so this opens up here. This is... Oh, yeah, okay. There's some hostile folks over there. That's a nodule of copper. Let's try to get back to where we're supposed to be here. Okay, so let's find a place to call a good clearing for where we're what we're trying to do here. Let's try to get over to that, either here or up there. So now we want to head mostly east and a little bit south. Let's see, can I chainsaw these trees? Yes. You get 5 wood for that thing? That's less than I expected. Is this actual limestone? Yes, this is actual limestone. That's good to know. Alright, that's a bird, okay. I'm kind of trying to aim to be over here near where I landed. Yeah, okay. In fact, let's just stand up on this rock. I assume I can get up on top of it. I feel like I should be able to. There, I did it. Okay. Yeah, okay, this will be... I'll throw down something here. This will be like archway field. Yes, or stone arch. Anyway, there are some arches around here. Yes. Okay. Now it's time for more scanning. Let's see, can I fit it on here? Yeah, I think so. Okay. So, starting with iron. Yes, Archfield Zone Act 1. Wow, 145 meters. Okay, so... that's 700 meters out there. So... close by. Alright, that's a strong argument if there's iron close by. I might check that out and see actually how much iron it is. So copper is about 400 meters, 400 meters east. That's west, excuse me. Limestone, we already saw, should be pretty close. Okay, so just limestone everywhere. Yeah, there's lots of limestone. About 200 meters. 200 meters everywhere. Next is coal. This might be a bit more of a challenge because, oh, okay, well, coal about 700 meters, 1,000 meters. So 700 meters southeast, and then more near the bamboo forest. And then oil. I feel like the coal here would mostly be used for making steel from, so. Yikes. So, about 760 meters to the nearest oil east. Or north. Yeah, and then about 1 kilometer north. And then quartz, sulfur, and caterium. Alright, so there's not very much quartz nearby. Yikes. About 1.2 kilometers east. Sulfur. Oh, about 480 kilometers, like southeast and then south. That's pretty close by. I don't know if it matters much. Southeast. Yep. Might need to take a stream break because Jasper keeps trying to chew on the power strip cable. Hey, cat. Cut it out. I'm just chew on this thing instead. I have like a Kong bone that I would prefer the cats chew on, but they don't like it very much. Anyway, what else? Caterium? Yeah. So about 700 meters south, yeah. Yeah, I think that would probably do it. Alright. Okay, we're gonna have to take a short stream break while I play with the cat a little bit. So I'll be back probably for in about 5 or 10 minutes for another 15 minutes-ish for a wrap-up.